Hello, today I would like to talk about pivotal point in my life and how life brought me into holistic, healthy lifestyle. It is not an easy journey and it has a lot of challenges on its way. It's totally worth it. I would like to share part of my story to inspire somebody who is maybe dealing with certain similar problems, to have hope, to have different perspective on what's going on and maybe find solution that works for you. So this part of the story is about how I was dealing with my sciatica pain and how I was dealing with my lower back problems. I am a professionally trained dancer. I was dancing since I was 5 and I started to dance folk dances first in some local groups for children. And when I was 13, which is kind of old age for professional dancer, what is considered in the professional world, I started to dream about becoming a professional performer dancer. So at the age of 13, I started very intense ballet, classical dance training in the local ballet school. I was really lucky that in my hometown there was a private ballet school. So I was attending all these trainings after my normal school. I was attending normal school from 8 a.m. till around 2 or 3, and then from 4 p.m. till around 8 p.m., 8:30, I was getting my dance training, mostly classical dance, but also contemporary. I was not born with a perfect ballet body. So at some point I knew that I cannot really pursue my career as a professional ballerina, but I discovered contemporary dance, which is much more inclusive if it comes to body shapes and your flexibility and other conditions that are given by God to you. So I started to pursue intensive contemporary dance training. And when I graduated from high school, I was accepted into dance faculty at the university, which was another 4.5 years of intensive training in the dance theater department. As far as I remember, since first year, I started to experience lower back problems, lower back pains. And it was gradually increasing in the intensity, and by the third year I started to experience really bad lower back pain that sometimes I couldn't move for 3 days. I had to take breaks from training for 3 days, but usually it was coming and then going. But I already started to try to figure out what's going on, and I wanted to be pain-free, obviously, because at that time I was really worried that I need to skip on training. Just to add on, at that time I thought I was immortal. For a very long time, till about the age of 23 when the injury happened, I really thought I was immortal and I was not taking care of myself. I was in the university, I was spending pretty much 16 hours a day since 8 o'clock in the morning till 9, 10, 11 at night, and then coming back home and still need to prepare stuff for the next day. I needed to cook, I needed to do the laundry. I was living already alone, and also I needed to do some homework. We had a lot of academics subjects, so I had to do some reading, I need to do some writing, all within 24 hours. So basically my self-care didn't exist, and it hit me strongly. I remember that after the third year I was coming back from my holidays from the seaside, which is on the other side of the country, and I was taking an overnight train, and I started to feel tremendous sciatic pain in my left leg. And at that time I didn't really know what's going on, but since that day it didn't stop for a long time. I was actually going for rehearsals for our diploma performance, and I was still trying to attend the rehearsals because I didn't want to skip the year, but the pain was just getting worse. It was actually the last time when I ever in my life took painkillers, because I couldn't function on a daily basis. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't walk, I couldn't sit. I just felt this gigantic pain all the time in my left leg. So first I went to the conventional doctor, to the Western medicine doctor, and they basically told me, after I showed them my MRI, that I have a slipped disc in such an advanced state that the only solution to this is to have a surgery, which I don't really know what they were suggesting at the time, but one of the solutions was to get rid of my natural disc and put something artificial in between my vertebrae. So whatever the solution was, whatever they were suggesting, deep inside I knew that I cannot allow to have my spine cut. So I decided, with all the tears, I was crying, it was really difficult, and deep inside I was still in a very dark moment. Like my whole life basically collapsed. I couldn't move. As a person that was moving, that was training every day, pretty much the whole life, I could barely walk at that time. So my life was just basically in pieces. And luckily, after one of the diagnoses of the conventional doctor, I found out that there are friends from other groups in my university that suffered from similar issues. This issue is very popular in general among people, and especially among dancers. Usually dancers get two types of injury. Either it's lower back, or there is a lot of people with knee problems or hips and ankles. But basically this is like the most typical injury within dance world. And luckily enough, I had already friends who recovered from sciatic pain, and they recommended me an amazing manual therapy center in Poland. So without thinking a lot, I booked an appointment there. I was lucky, I got my appointment within few days and I arrived there. And after first diagnosis, they are specialized in slipped disc sciatic pain issues. What I found out is that basically just very few cases actually should go through surgery. And I was in the majority of the cases where they said that it's okay and I don't need a surgery, that I can do the manual therapy and the most important, exercises, and maybe even more important, I need to do my emotional work. So I committed myself completely to this, and throughout the whole year I was doing my exercises every day. I was having just very few visits actually. Maybe in total I had around 10 consultations and 10 manual therapies itself. But most of the work was happening at home. I was just doing exercises every day, every single day. So it took me about a year of intense physiotherapy and intense exercising and doing a lot of inner emotional work. And after a year, I did another MRI and my disc actually absorbed back somehow. It definitely regenerated. So there was just a proof that my body was healing when I gave it conditions to heal. So with all the respect for Western medicine and the knowledge of the doctors, I never went again to a conventional doctor, because I discovered through this injury, through this journey, that my body has a great potential to heal itself as long as I am giving it right conditions to heal. What this injury taught me, it definitely proved me, and I had a possibility to experience this amazing power of self-healing, how the body can heal. And I experienced mind, body, soul connection, how it's all connected and how one influences the other and how healing is holistic. And after all, it also taught me to prioritize my health and really do not take it for granted. it taught me to take care of myself first and foremost, because I experienced how is it to lose health, how is it to lose ability to move, how is the ability to live freely. And I just knew that I don't want to live like this. And another lesson definitely is that I experienced how powerful it is to take ownership over my health, how powerful it is to feel responsibility, that it's me who can heal myself. It's actually me and only me, with guidance and help of the professionals, with the guidance and help of the people who are more experienced in certain fields, but the whole work, it's mine. And I never believed when dancers were always telling me, or I could hear interviews with different famous dancers, which is pretty normal, that everybody experiences at some point pretty bad injury. And everybody was always saying that they were coming back stronger and better dancers, and they were becoming better humans. And I was never believing it. I was like, how come? This is ridiculous, you know? You're losing your health, you're not able to move, you're actually facing maybe not being able to dance again in your life, and you're saying that this is the best thing that happens to you. But once I experienced it, I totally agree. And it's definitely one of the strongest and most important pivotal points in my life. For me, it turned that after I came back, I never wanted to dance professionally again, because I started to prioritize my health. And this whole journey brought me here, where slowly, I mean, it's a topic for another video, but it just took me many years in total of experiencing and researching and studying, where I'm here, where I can share all the knowledge and all the experience and spread the power of holistic healing and holistic healthy lifestyle. So if you feel inspired by that story, please follow me for more tips and more knowledge that I will be sharing here on this channel, and also that I'm sharing on my Instagram account. I hope you got something for yourself from that video, and I see you in the next video. Love you guys. Thank you for watching, and see you.